Peace be upon you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this new video. Today's lesson is about suffixes. So, the objectives of today's lesson is that by the end of the video, you will be able to review what the word suffix means, learn the meanings of different suffixes, and use a set of suffixes correctly. Good. Now look at this emoji. So we can say he expresses a positive feeling. So we can say he's smiling, he is happy, or whatever. Okay, but we can use the word. Can say he is hopeful. Okay, can say that this emoji expresses that person is hopeful. Now look at the second emoji. Look at him. He is a kind of sad, disappointed. Okay, disappointed, something like that. So you can say, you can give the opposite meaning of the word hopeful, which means hopeless. Okay, so we have hopeful, positive, and we have hopeless, negative feeling. Very good. Now let's move. Now, hopeful here means what? Means full of hope. Okay, that means positive feeling. But hopeless here means what? Means without hope. So it is a negative feeling. Good. To understand more, look at the word. We have here the word is humor. Humor is a noun. And to make it an adjective, we can say humorous. Humorous. So humorous here, it means a person is funny, enjoys having fun with friends, is always laughing, smiling. So you can say this is positive, expresses a positive feeling. But the person you can say that doesn't like humor, we can call him humorless. Humorless. So here we have what? We have a negative meaning. Humorless here means what? Means without humor. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Now the words that you have seen in the examples mentioned before, that are in green and in red, we call them what? We call them suffixes. So what do suffixes mean? As a definition, a letter or letters added to the end of a word to form a new word, such as ness in kindness or li in suddenly. I will give you an example. So we have the word here kindness as a noun, but the adjective of this word is kind. It means someone is kind. But to make this adjective as a noun, we need what? We need to add what? We need to add a suffix, which is ness, to become what? To become kindness. Like here we have adjective sudden. When we add li, becomes what? Becomes an adverb. So here we add what? We add suffixes here to change what? To change the form. If you remember the last video, you have seen prefixes. As I said before, we add prefixes to the word to change what? To change the meaning. I will give you an example. If you remember the example that I gave you from the beginning of the video about prefixes, happy. So to change the meaning of happy, we added what? We added un, okay, as what? As a prefix. To give what? To give the negative meaning. That means to change the meaning of the word. It's not about changing the form. It's about to change the meaning. But suffixes, we add them to the word to change the form. To make it crystal clear for you, let's move to the next slide. Good. Now look at here. Sometimes you can add a prefix to the word, or we can add a suffix to the word, or to the root word or base word, or sometimes you can add them both. I will give you example. So as I said, prefixes, we add them to change what? To change the meaning. But suffixes, we add them to change the form. Okay? To change the form as parts, as parts of speech, like a verb, adverb, adjective, or a noun. So we add, I will give you example. If we have the root word, if the root word is a noun, if we add a suffix, it may become an adjective. Or if we have an adjective and we add a suffix, it becomes what? It becomes an adverb, and etc. To make it clear for you, look at this photo. So here we have what? We have the word reaction. Look at where is the root word or where is the base word? The base word here is act. Act here can be a noun or a verb. Let's consider it as a verb. Act. To add a prefix, we add what? We add re. To become to react. Act doesn't mean react. When we add the prefix re, means what? Means to repeat something, like to replay or to repeat, to do it again. Okay? But so it becomes what? It becomes the verb becomes react. But when we add suffix, which is we have ion, it becomes what? It becomes reaction. So reaction here is a noun. First, the base word is act. When we add prefix, becomes react. But when we add the suffix, becomes what? Becomes reaction. Very good. Now let's move to the next slide. Now let's start the task. So we have here a table. We have two columns. We have the first column is about words. We can call them nouns. And the second column we have what? We have adjectives. So the instruction is find the adjectives from these nouns. So we have nouns. Let's start first. We have vigor, imagination, creativity, adventure, innovation, talent, ambition, enthusiasm, audacity. Now look at the adjectives column. The example has already given to you. Okay? So the example has already been given to you. So vigor here, the adjective is vigorous. As you see here, the meaning doesn't change. Okay? It's not changed, but the form is changed. Like here we added the suffix, which is us. Okay? Nice. Now you can take a piece of paper, or you can open your notebook to write down this exercise, and you can pause the video and use your dictionary to find out or to look up the words or the adjectives of these nouns in the table. So we can pause the video. Nice. So now let's start. So imagination. So the adjective is imaginative. Imaginative. Very good. Creativity is creative. Creative. Next is adventure. Is adventurous. Good. Innovation. Innovative. innovative. Talent, talented. So you see here, we add what? We add ed as a suffix. Talented. I'm sorry, talented. Next, ambition. Ambitious. Ambitious. Enthusiasm. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. And the last one is audacity. Audacious. Audacious. So I think it's clear. Now let's move to the next exercise. So here, add appropriate suffixes to these words and complete the table below. So you have 5 columns, okay, with different suffixes, and we have a list of words. Some examples has already been given to you. For example, let's start with the first column. We have what? We have the suffix ation, like emancipation. Then we have requirement, assistance, terrorism, security. Okay. Now we are not going to go across. We will go down. Okay. Not exactly down. We will go vertically. Now let's start. Now we can pause the video. So yeah, look at here first. We have here a list of words. Some of them they are verbs. Some of them they are adjective. Okay. So you can use the dictionary to find out the nouns of these words, because all these words are either an adjective or a verb. So you can pause the video. Then we can start. So next, so I'm sorry I didn't. Okay, as I said, we should start vertically. So organize here. When we add suffix, becomes what? Becomes organization. Organization. Very good. Next, differ becomes what? Becomes difference. So here we have different suffixes. We have ance and another suffix ence. Okay. So we have here difference. Good. Next, dominance. So dominate becomes dominance, or also we can say domination is also correct. Next, so govern, it's governance, or we can say also government, which is more common. Very good. Nice. Next, so we have feminim becomes what? Becomes feminism. Feminism. Good. Then we have ignore, ignorance. Ignorance. Next, united. As you see, you can pause the video to think, okay, before I launched the result. Unity. Unity. Globalize. Globalization, like organization. Globalization. Very good. Next we have resist. Resistance. Resistance. Very good. Next we have active. Activity. Activity. I think this one is very easy. Then we have improve. Improvement. Very good. Next, inferior. Inferior. Sorry, inferior. Inferior. Yes, inferior. And becomes inferiority or inferiority. If it's difficult for you to pronounce it, you can say inferiority. Okay, so inferior becomes inferiority. Very good. Next, criticize, criticism, criticism. Good. Next is equal, equal, equality, equality. Good. Next is repudiate. Repudiate is repudiation, repudiation. Next is participate. I think is very easy. I think it's very easy for you. Is participation. Then we have responsible, responsibility, responsibility. So we have here suffix et. Sometimes this word we can add also prefix. We can say irresponsibility. Irresponsibility. It means what? It means it's the antonym of the word responsibility. Next, confer. Confer becomes conference. Conference. Then we have manage. Manage. So it's management. Management. And the last one is dependent. Is dependence. Dependence. So I think the task is very easy. It's clear for you. Now let's move to next slide. So this one I think it's very easy. Fill in this table with the appropriate nouns or adjectives. As you see here, we have nouns and we have what? We have the adjectives. So we have if you have the noun, you should find the adjective. If you have the adjective, you should find the noun. So we can start with you can pause the video and you can use your dictionary again to check about their forms. So now we can start. So the noun here we have power. Power. So power becomes what? Becomes powerful. Powerful. Very good. Now next we have strong. Strong here is an adjective. So to form it as a noun we say strength. I'm sorry, strength. Okay, strength. Good. Nice. Next we have feminist. I think this one is very easy because you saw it in the previous activity, so you can say it's feminism. Very good. And next noun is pregnancy. So pregnancy here you can say is pregnant. Pregnant. Then we have an adjective, literate. So the noun is literacy. Literacy. Very good. So the next noun, which is law, I think this one is a little bit difficult. Okay. Although it consists of 3 words, but it's difficult to find the adjective. It is existed in the dictionary, but it's difficult for you to recognize it. So you can say the adjective of law is legal. Legal. So I think now it's clear. Next word is existence. So existence here we have 2 possibilities. We have that means we have 2 adjectives. It can be as a form of gerund, okay, or we can just add ed as a past participle. So we can say, we can take it as a verb, as exist, then we can add the suffixes. So it becomes existed or existing. Like Boredom, you can say I am bored. I am bored. That means I am bored or I am existed. That means it describes the feeling of the person. But existing, or we can say the boring, like the film is boring. So here is boring here. Boring here describes what? Describes doesn't describe a person, but it describes an object. Okay, nice. And last one. Sorry, it's not the last one, but it's the second to the last, which is prominent. So as an adjective, we can say as a noun is prominence. Very good. And the last one is heroine. Okay, heroine here. There is another word without e. Okay, but they have the same pronunciation, but the adjective is very different. So heroine here are talking about a person who is hero. Like nowadays, our heroes are doctors who are fighting the coronavirus. Okay, so the adjective is heroic. Heroic. So our doctors are heroic. So it's a chance to thank them for their efforts that have made to protect, to serve us, so as to fight coronavirus. Nice. Now let's move to the last task. So complete the table below with the words you have learned in this video and find the missing form. So use your dictionary if necessary to check what? To check the correct spelling of the word. So you can use, now what you are going to do is just to a kind of recycling the words that you have learned from the beginning of the video. For example, you have seen the adjectives like existed, existing, and its noun existence, but you didn't see the verb, which is exist. So you must find it in your dictionary. Like here, you have seen the verb improve and the noun improvement, but you didn't find the adjective form of the word improve or improvement. So it's up to you to do this exercise now or later on after finishing the video. And you can also use other words, okay, just to practice more, to internalize the form of the words as a verb, adjective, a noun, and an adverb. So thank you so much for watching. So I hope that you like the video. So thank you so much. See you in the next video. Thank you.